haven't pressed record.
Have you not?
No, that's embarrassing. I'm glad we only got a few seconds in before I'd realised.
That is good.
Oh, dear.
Go again.
Yeah, right, we'll start again. Hello.
Hello. You're right.
Yeah, we'll pretend like the start bit never happened.
Yeah.
Welcome to Duck's House Horses.
Yes.
A comedy podcast. Loosely
Yeah.
comedy podcast. The comedy comes from the behind-the-scenes nonsense.
Yeah.
Getting to press buttons.
The absolute mess before
Yeah.
we start.
But yes, this is a comedy podcast about all the questions you'd rather want or would want answered. This is a comedy podcast about questions we think you'd want answered.
Hopefully.
And questions which have two options. Would you rather do X or would you rather do Y?
Exactly.
So, I'm Jack Higgins.
I'm Nathan Herret.
And thanks for joining us for episode 6, our Return of the Jedi podcast.
Star Wars reference.
No,
Star Wars reference.
straight in. I did say I wasn't going to do it, and even when we failed miserably at recording the first time round,
Even when we were just basically chatting to ourselves.
Yeah, I said no, I'm not going to do it. But
You didn't listen to
that's
yourself, did you?
twice. I think we did pretty well redoing that.
Yeah.
No one knows.
No one knows.
No one knows we messed up.
Apart
the
from
first
the
time
fact we referenced it.
round. Yeah, we're talking about it quite heavily now. So yeah, this is our 6th episode.
Yes, it
And
is.
it's all about time travel.
Shall I read the question?
Oh, but just before you get onto that, we just have to have a quick thanks to everybody for joining
yes,
us
we do.
again,
Yes,
and thanks
thank you.
for getting involved with our Twitter poll, which we'll be giving out results for shortly as well. And thanks for
Exactly.
getting involved with our competition,
Which we'll talk about a bit later. We've
Yes.
had some cracking entrants.
it's been really good. It's been, like the bar's been set
It has.
really, really high
The
this week.
standard is great.
So, I just say we crack on. We
You
jump
ready for this,
straight in.
mate?
I'm
You
ready.
ready for the question?
Hit me with the question.
I shall, and then after this, you have the floor, sir. So get
Thank
ready.
you.
Get some
I've done some
stretches and-
research this week.
You have.
so-
You've actually brought a notebook. I feel intimidated.
Yeah.
By how much this is gonna be like a lecture on the topic.
It is.
So, question 6 is: would you rather travel in time forwards 500 years or backwards 500 years? Mr. Higgins, you're up.
I would rather travel in time backwards
Oh,
500 years.
You've gone backwards.
Yes, I'm going back.
I went forwards.
Ah,
Split the jury.
right.
Before you get into your answer, mate, we should just explain. Scores on the doors. It's currently 3 episodes to me.
Oh wow.
2 episodes.
Okay, so I've got a lot of.
Yeah.
I
2
don't worry about
episodes
it.
to you,
I'm feeling
so
really, really confident.
You
about
are
this
looking
one.
confident.
Yeah.
So you went backwards
I
then,
went
mate.
backwards in time.
Off you go.
So, I'd rather go backwards in time. I think it'd be quite interesting to just travel back
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
see some of the history. So the year would be 1517.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
It'd be the Tudor England. King
Nice,
Henry would be on the
nice.
throne, and by that I mean king, not on the toilet.
You really have researched this, haven't you?
Yeah, no, it's
you know
been
the
good.
exact year and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, it's almost like I can take away 500 years.
I can. I had to ask my mum what the year was.
So I reckon it'd be really good. We should probably say as well, you within this scenario, backwards or forwards,
You still exist.
You'd be your present day self,
Yeah. Okay.
but in a different time.
Yeah.
So I'd be me now,
But then,
but yeah. So
nice.
I'm not sure what would exist in
I
this
was gonna say,
space right now.
Definitely not my house where we
No.
are now.
Maybe some kind of dwelling.
Possibly, yeah. The area would exist, I would
Yeah, yeah,
imagine.
yeah.
But
So, I thought about this long and hard as well.
have you? Good, because that makes this so much easier when, when we think about it.
Another thing I found out about 1517.
Is this going to become like horrible histories now? You're just going
Maybe.
to rattle off facts about
Well,
1517.
This bit is quite horrible.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah. And if I'm being honest, it did make me want to rethink my decision.
Oh, well, this makes me feel confident now.
There was a severe outbreak of a fever called the sweating sickness.
Right. I'm going to ask what that involved, but I can probably guess from the title.
Yeah, it's like Ronsil, like it's all on the tin.
Yeah.
People just got really sweaty
And sick.
Yeah, and really ill.
Wow.
Um,
And you'd like to go back to that time.
yes, yes. But what sort of persuaded me back was obviously when we were chatting about this beforehand, and we said we'd still be our present day selves.
Yes, we would.
Is I've got 500 years more immune system
Oh,
in
so
me to
you could
battle
handle it.
off. Yeah, I think as well. If I go back, they kind of make me.
Like a god.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to go king, but we'll go with God. God sounds.
I can see you as a god.
Yeah, I'd be massive because everyone was really short around then.
Yeah, true.
Obviously, there was quite a lot of horrible stuff going on as well. There's quite a lot of sort of bloody battles, and
Yeah.
the slave trade just started then as well, which you know
True. Yeah.
isn't really something I want to get into.
No.
No, that sounds quite grisly.
That does sound.
But on the flip side,
Yeah.
I could be the one to stop it from happening.
You
in the
could
first
prevent
place.
it, I suppose.
could,
Yeah. That's true.
So I could go back and stop all that from happening.
Yeah.
I could be like, enough's enough.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, I'm coming back to save time.
Yeah, you're coming back to save people. That's cool.
If I'm being honest, I put more effort into researching all of the bad sides of the argument.
Yeah. I
against
sense you
going-
spent a lot of time looking at sweaty sickness and all
Yeah.
the kind of symptoms and
Yeah, I mean, it seemed pretty grisly.
Yeah.
But I mean, I spent more time looking at all the reasons not to go forward.
oh, I see.
So I'm looking forward to hearing your
Yeah.
answer of why you want to go forward. I mean, I assume they'd be very good answers. I mean, like what?
Probably not.
Why would you want
Right,
to
so
go
why I want
forward?
to go forward is because I was kind of thinking, first off, I'd be interested to see where the world is. I don't mean geographically, like in case it's moved, but I mean in terms of
2517.
yeah. I just want to see what it's like, whether the sort of things the ethos and stuff. This is got very philosophical, but you know what I mean. Our
Yeah.
values now are still valued
Yeah.
then
Okay.
and stuff, and I just think the gadgets would be better forward than they were backward.
The gadgets would be cool.
Yeah,
I think that was one of the big things that when I thought about it, I was like, yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
What would you invent? What
what
would
would I
you
invent?
look forward to?
Now you see, I said I've got this on my notes.
You don't
about
have to
the,
invent it. I mean, you could just be
yeah.
the consumer buying
I
things.
could just buy it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was I put it on my notes about technology and stuff and gadgets, but I'm useless with both. So I think I would just look forward to anything really, any kind of gadget. I like gadgets, and it's going to sound stupid, but I like gadgets that solve a problem I've not thought of, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
Or something that I've not considered to be a problem that is then solved, and you kind of think, oh wow, how
Okay.
did I not think of that?
Yeah, okay. So, say for example,
I wish I had an example to back up
yeah,
my
I was going
point.
to say, so a day-to-day problem would be,
So I guess going back, like in history, the person who invented the cheese grater solved a problem.
I wish this was more shredded.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
Okay, yeah, all right, yeah.
for instant grated cheese, because I don't. You'd have to. They would have just
Even
had
in
a
the
slice.
future, you might be able to just think it or
Yeah,
tap a screen,
mind.
and it might just appear in front of you.
It'd be
Grated
like
cheese.
cheese or
cup of
something by then,
tea.
wouldn't it?
That's I wouldn't say it was a problem so
No.
much, but you know,
Digital cheese.
yeah. If you get up and walk literally 5 meters into your kitchen to make a cup of tea or
Yeah.
to get a lovely, delicious glass of Sainsbury's chocolate milk.
It is quality milk, that.
Um,
Or double if it's a special occasion. Double
There, yeah.
chocolate.
if you wanted some of that, you wouldn't have to get up.
No,
You could
that's
just
true.
Click your fingers on demand, or not even click your fingers.
No.
Just push a button,
I would love that.
or maybe even imagine it. Maybe you have like a little chip in your head. And
Yeah, imagine it. Imagine power.
yeah.
That's blown my mind. That as the prospect of getting chocolate milk by just thinking about it.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be awesome.
Hey, it's only 500 years away, mate. I think we can.
I know.
I think we can
I'm
make
sad. I'm going to miss that now.
Wow.
But still.
I think that is the convincing.
Yeah, the kind of the gadget
yeah.
things. And also, I'd like to see, like in 500 years, and it's probably a bit of a tenuous link, but I'd like to see, like, in football terms, you've got your big clubs like your Man Uniteds
Yeah,
and Arsenals and such. I'd like to see if they're still big 500 years from now, or if, you know, smaller clubs are dominating. And what are small now are vastly, you know, winning European Cups and
Yeah.
stuff.
No, that'd be cool.
That is a tragic
I
dream,
mean-
isn't it? That is a waste of looking forward into the future.
Just
to see if
yeah.
Lincoln are in the Premier League.
Oh, he might be. I mean, if
No
it-
offence to anyone from Lincoln Football Club, or
they are rubbish.
I like them. I
Yeah.
like them, but still,
You go to backup team on FIFA.
that's my team too, Lincoln.
Ah, very
but yeah,
nice.
so that kind of, I'd like to see, like I don't know much about celebrities, but I'm aware of there's the like Kardashians. Is it?
Mhm.
It's not really my field of expertise, but I'd like to see if those kind of A-list celebrities are obviously they wouldn't be around, but if that's still like
Still
reality
held
stars,
in high
yeah,
regard. Okay.
reality stars are still seen in high regard.
So
or
it's
if
more,
people are
it's
kind
more
of,
like wonder.
yeah. I'd like to see if people who actually do proper jobs, like nurses, police, etc.,
Mhm.
are given the kind of status they should be. This has turned into a party political broadcast for
The Nathan
yeah
Harrat
for the
party.
Nathan Harrat party. But
Yeah,
you know what I
no.
mean, like
Yeah. No.
people that are actually doing jobs that you should be saying, no, that's someone to aspire to,
Yes.
and not just someone that's known for having a large behind. I understand.
Yeah. No. See, you've. I like that. I like that train of thought.
I'm not sure it's a train. I think it's more like a replacement bus.
Well, I like your replacement bus
Of thought.
service of thought.
Yeah.
You seem to have quite an optimistic view of it.
I'm trying. I'm
Yeah,
trying. I'm
like
trying.
there's
to
going to be
optimistic.
really cool things.
Yeah.
There's going to be sort of a special place up in the higher rankings of society
I
for
hope
people
so.
who deserve it.
Yeah. I would like to think
Which
so.
would be lovely.
Go on. Tell me I'm wrong.
But
I
here
said
we
that-
go.
Here we go. Open your book and tell
yeah.
me I'm wrong.
Prepare to be schooled.
I'm prepared to. Yeah.
I have to.
Prepared to leave my own house.
Yep.
In embarrassment here.
So a lot of this has been my research into why it'd be terrible to go
Go forward. Right. Okay.
It's mainly based on films.
Oh, of course it is.
So I've got like a little chronological list of films there. If just like to
Goodness gracious, you have as well. Yeah.
cast your eye over those. I'll just read some out
That's
for
incredible,
everybody
yeah.
as well. So Back to the Future is obviously sort of set in nowadays.
Yeah.
They had the big sort of Back to the Future day where Marty McFly would travel to. That's
Yeah.
now in the past. Now.
Oh, is it gone? Is it?
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh, wow.
Interstellar is sometime within the 21st century.
Yeah.
Terminator, after Sarah Connor had gone back and Judgment Day had been changed,
Yeah.
John Connor dies in 2032, so the War
Spoiler.
of Machines is around there. Yeah, sorry.
Spoiler. I've not
Yeah,
seen the film.
Very, very sorry if anybody was looking forward to watching
Well,
Terminator.
yeah, I don't need to watch it now.
Um,
Thanks for that.
Yeah. iRobot
It's an appalling
2035.
film.
The Matrix, they didn't really have a year in The Matrix. But there was a little line in it where Morpheus says to Neo, we don't have time, but it's probably close to 2199.
Nice. Good reference.
Yeah. Logan's Run, 2274.
Nice.
Brave New World. Now, this is more around 500 years
Yeah.
now, so this is 2540.
Brave New World.
Brave New World. The book.
Isn't that in Aladdin?
That's
a whole new world. Sorry.
Wall-E was
Wall-E,
was 2105.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got
Crikey, you've
yeah.
watched a lot of films since I saw you last.
Yeah, no, I've been ready for this. I knew I was behind, so I knew I had to do something special. But all of these films,
Yeah.
which I've got written down, they all have one thing in common, and that's the future is terrible. It's really, really awful.
Right. Okay.
I wouldn't. I'd like to think I have a positive outlook
Yeah.
towards most things. Just in day-to-day life, I kind of
Yeah.
feel
You're
like
positive bloke.
happy-go-lucky. Just crack on. We'll
Yeah.
do this. We'll do that. But I think forward-thinking, I'm quite not pessimistic. What's the word? Nihilistic? Is that
Possibly.
apathetic?
Possibly. You just keep trying. We'll find one that
Yeah.
fits.
A vacuum cleaner.
It's like the generation game now.
No, I'm going off topic now.
You are, yeah. You're just naming things in my house.
No, I think the future would be awful, really bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bum it.
So you're more like a live in the moment sort of.
Oh,
apart from the fact you want to live in the past.
yes,
But you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I feel like I could change the past.
Yeah,
To be
whereas the
slightly
future-
better. I could go back and could be like, right, love what you're doing, love how it turns out, for the most part.
Is that how you're going to rock up and just be like,
but-
love what you're doing?
But you've got some really backwards things going on. Firstly, she's not a witch. Stop burning her at the stake. Secondly, that person's not your property. Just stop what you're doing.
Yeah.
Secondly, stop fighting each other. A castle's a castle. In a few years' time, these
True.
are all going to be national heritage sites. It'd be really lovely if they weren't all knocked down. There'd be less of a story,
Yeah.
but we could see more castle.
True, I wouldn't have to pay quite so much.
Yeah, exactly. And then I could be like, right, maybe try washing your hands if you're gonna go to the loo and then eat.
I've got a lovely image of you just strolling out across a battlefield. being like, "Stop."
Boil your water before you drink it. You don't want to get sick.
Yeah, true.
Actually, no, they might want to get sick.
Why?
Could build up the immune system a bit.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
a little bit sick just to. Oh, yeah. If I went back and was like, stop.
Yeah,
maybe
you'd
my
cause
immune
more
system-
damage.
Yeah. Oh, picking apart my own argument.
Yeah.
I'm gonna quickly flip back before I forget about it.
Yeah.
Picking apart yours.
Go on then, pick apart my...
Um.
Keep beating me.
So yeah, the future's really, really bad. In
your opinion,
yeah, it might
the
be.
future's
So,
really, really bad.
there was a bit of a logic here as well in
Really?
writing down these films.
It's taken us
how I've
6
done.
episodes to find logic.
Yep. So in Interstellar, all the food runs out. They have to go and find it. So obviously, planet's dying.
True.
It's all really bad. We kind of know the planet's dying.
Okay, yeah.
Terminator, all the machines rise up
Yeah.
and start to pop everybody off. Same with iRobot.
Yeah.
In the Matrix, all the machines have kind of already won, and it's the
True.
last little bastions of humanity fighting back.
True.
And in Brave New World, humanity's kind of at a level, and the society's kind of kept peaceful.
Right.
Like they're all kind of drugged and on a level.
Drugged.
Yeah, they have this like thing called soma, which they all drink like regularly.
Oh, right.
Something they all, but it's to keep the population.
Is it like their chocolate
placid.
milk?
It is. It is. This chocolate milk's keeping me peaceful and placid.
Yeah, good.
But at the root of it, everything's still kind of broken
Yeah.
and
Disjointed.
not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's heading in a very nice
No.
way. I don't want to bum everybody out. too
No,
much,
I was
but
going to say.
Yeah,
Trampled all over my prospects
Yeah,
of
no,
eye
the
cheese
few-
and...
yeah. I mean, I'm sure iCheese would be great,
Yeah.
but even like the lovely cuddly Disney films like WALL-E in the future, like this is nice. The robots are having fun,
Yeah.
but Earth is a tip.
Yeah, that's true.
It's an absolute
Yeah.
dump.
Good point.
I have I've even got a video. as
Oh,
well.
here we go. You've got a
I'm
video.
going to show you a video. I'm gonna put the audio in with this. So this is an actual scientist
Oh, right.
saying what the world is going to be like
Well, that's cheating.
in 500 years.
I didn't know you used a scientist.
So this is Neil deGrasse
Right,
Tyson.
okay.
Do you know who he is?
I know what, the name sounds familiar.
Let me have a
I
look.
can't say we're best friends. But yeah, I know.
Here's what he had to say.
We will not survive to that day unless major changes take place. "500 years ago, Earth was a frontier. Columbus and others were exploring the Earth. If we continue increasing the population of the Earth, as we have been over the past decade or so, 500 years from now, there will only be enough room on Earth's surface for everyone to only stand up straight. So clearly that's not the future we want. So either we need another planet to live on, terraform Mars and go live there, or we have to control our population in some fundamental way, or we live very high and very deep in the ground and have different sort of intersecting or non-intersecting habitats in which we all function vertically rather than horizontally. We will not survive to that day unless major changes take place in our conduct to one another and the extent to which we embrace the role of technology as being basically the lone source of our survival. On my deathbed, the one thing I will regret most is not living longer just to see what more inventions people come up with. I love seeing and testing and being a part of the ingenuity of our own species.
So there we go.
He was a cheery bloke,
yeah,
wasn't he?
very, very, very happy.
Positive outlook.
I'm on his side though. I
Well,
have
yeah,
to be
he
honest.
made some good points, to
Very
be fair.
good. He shared your point. He'd like to see what inventions
He
were
did,
around.
yeah. That's something
Um,
we agreed on.
But he brought up another thing, which was I thought was pretty good, about having to live on another planet. Would you
Yeah.
go and live on another planet 500 years away from now?
Yeah, well,
Say Earth is
Yeah.
desolate.
right.
It's Earth from Wall-E.
Yeah.
It's an absolute waste.
Right,
There's,
okay.
There's one robot doing everybody's cleaning, a cockroach, and one plant.
Nice. You're selling this.
Yeah. Do you want to stay? Do you want to?
It depends. With the new planet I go to, would I survive there?
I imagine so. I imagine some research.
So it'd just
yeah.
be like relocating as opposed to...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Relocation.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. Well, if I survive on the new planet, absolutely, I'm all for it.
Okay.
Start again.
Yeah.
I think.
Get on a rocket. Where would take your fancy? Somewhere in this solar system or somewhere in a different one?
Oh, blimey. This, consider it takes more thought than I was thinking. I don't know, where's the nearest planet from Earth? Because I'm not a big flight fan, as we've discussed.
I think Venus is slightly closer than Mars.
Sort of shortest flight trip possible for me
I might have got that wrong.
would be good. So, like, if Venus is nearest to Earth,
Maybe
I'd go
the
there.
moon.
Or moon, yeah.
Yeah, could go to the moon.
Could, yeah.
The moon's made of cheese.
It is,
as,
yeah,
As we've
as-
all learnt from Wallace and
I was
Gromit.
just thinking that.
So
I do like cheese.
you wouldn't
so-
even have to imagine your cheese.
No,
you could
it'd
just
be
scoop
there.
up some ground underneath you.
Yeah, so maybe the moon would be cool.
What kind of cheese do you reckon it's made of?
Well, what, the moon? Oh, crikey. What did Wallace and Gromit say? They go for like... I reckon it's got to be a sturdy cheese.
Wensleydale.
That's not a sturdy cheese, Jack.
Oh.
I reckon maybe like a cheddar or a blue cheese, maybe.
Yeah, something rock hard.
Yeah,
Parmesan, but like before it's grated.
like a proper sturdy cheese.
Ah,
Not that that's what people look for in cheese, sturdiness, but yeah.
I don't know. Depends on the moment.
True.
So yeah, those are my arguments. I think
So
I think
that's
the
for
world's
sort of picking apart my...
the world's going to be terrible.
So if we flip it back to you, and you're
Mhm.
travelling back in time,
Mm-hmm.
where are you going back in time, if you know what I mean? Would you go back 500 years, but still to Bristol, if you know what I mean? Or would you... I know
think-
we talked about things that
I
you've...
think I'd travel around. I think in an ideal world, I'd like to take like one or two things back with me as well to
Yeah.
sort of show people.
Oh, yeah, because you could absolutely blow their minds,
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
you?
I mean, I couldn't take too many things back because they wouldn't work.
No, that's true.
So, for example, I could take them back like a phone and be like, "Look at this. You can." Oh, well, I can't call anyone.
Yeah,
Yeah. Or I can take a photo. That would blow
That would
their
be
mi-
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a camera would be pretty
Camera
good
would be
to,
good
to
one.
show them. And I think I don't know. It's like Desert Island Discs,
Yeah.
but for like weird things. Taking back a Battenberg.
Oh,
We
yeah.
were chatting about
we were.
Battenbergs just before.
We were.
I think that'd blow their mind a bit.
Would you take a... Because you were telling me about
and soap.
fruit salad Battenberg. Could you take a
Yeah.
fruit salad Battenberg back?
Ideally, I wouldn't go back 500 years. I'd go back maybe
3 months.
5 years or so, and find these fruit salad Battenbergs that
Yeah,
I found in
you were
Tesco
telling me
once
about
upon a
them.
time. I think it was actually 5 years ago.
Was it?
Yeah.
That had quite an impact on your life, that Battenberg, mate.
Yeah, I'm just thinking deep about them now. One day.
One day they'll come back.
If the representative from Mr. Kipling's listening,
Get back to work.
stop listening to this.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the production. Just know this: in 500 years' time, you'll be at the top of society as one of the people with a deserving job. But if you could have a word with your bosses and get the fruit salad Battenbergs back out.
Jack would be very happy.
Yep. Yeah, very, very tasty. I feel like I'm the only one who had eaten them now, though.
I think you may have dreamt about him, to be honest, mate, because you Googled it earlier, didn't you, before we started recording? You couldn't find any evidence.
They 100% did exist.
I think you made it up, mate.
Yeah.
I think it was a dream.
I'm going to be one of those, like,
It was your Martin Luther King moment.
Yeah.
You dreamt about
Yeah.
fruit salad Battenberg.
when my mind eventually goes, and it's going to be me walking around, like, shouting at pigeons about fruit salad Battenbergs. But I'd take some of those
Yeah, you
back.
take that. Yeah,
I think Henry VIII would like them.
he strikes me as a Battenberg man.
Yeah, big Battenberg man.
Yeah.
Big man as well.
Yeah, just a big man in general.
Yeah, I think going back would be pretty cool.
Yeah,
Plus, you get to like see all the night gear and
yeah.
dress up and ride horses and shoot bow and arrows, and I reckon that'd be quite cool.
Yeah.
And I could hit them with almost like straight slang. as
Yeah,
well,
you
And they
could,
wouldn't know
you could.
what was going on.
That's very true. Yeah,
I could recite poems as well.
Yeah.
And like they'd be mad for it. Absolutely mad for it.
and I suppose you could kind of like quash, if that's the right word, theories that people had previously.
Yeah.
So when they've come up with something, you could come back and be like, "Oh, you were right, by the way. Here
Rubbish.
it is." Or on the
Rubbish.
flip side, just heckle them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's true. That's a very good point.
Yeah. If all else fails, I could go back and be a medieval bookie.
Nice.
I reckon you're going to lose this battle.
Yeah, but that's
I'll,
rigged.
I'll take £100, and they'll be like, "What?
Yeah.
That's an insane amount of money. How have you got that much?" It's not a huge amount now. It's still quite a lot, but not huge. And they'd be all like, yeah, weirded out. Still thinking long and hard about.
You're still.
I imagine it'd be a bit like Bill and Ted as well.
Yeah.
They go back in time.
Do
I'd
they?
be like that.
I have no idea who Bill and Ted are.
Right. That needs to be rectified. Like
Okay.
ASAP. You need to watch Bill and Ted.
Okay.
It's great film.
Oh, it's a film. Thanks.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what medium it was.
No,
I was
you
thinking,
just,
is it a book?
I could have been talking about two time travelers I knew.
I was like, is it the sequel to Biff and Chip back from primary school days?
Biff and Chip, Bill and Ted. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. So yeah, those are my arguments.
Yeah, I think you have thoroughly picked me to the bone there, really, haven't you?
Thumped. Absolutely
think,
thumped.
yeah.
Surely.
I think I've got to concede, to be honest, mate.
Does that make it 3-2?
I think it makes it 3-3, doesn't it?
3-3?
Yeah, I think so.
Ah,
So
yes.
back on terms, I
Here
think.
we go, then.
Yeah, I concede
Here we
with
go.
you. So, yes, I agree that going back in time 500 years would probably be better. I look forward to that. I think, like you say, the fact you could sort of completely blow people's minds with stuff and surprise them with.
It could go completely the wrong way.
Oh, absolutely. You could be horribly beaten up.
Yeah.
Or
And they were quite vicious.
true, yeah, a lot of battles
I
and
could be
stuff.
like, guys,
Let's talk about this.
check this out. I thought again we could wash hands and maybe try this. It's sherbet. Dead straight away.
Straight away, yeah. Let's face it, if you go out into the middle of a battle and try and calm people down,
Yeah.
you will just be shot.
They wonder why I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt as well.
Exactly, yeah.
And
If you
not
rock
like-
up in today's
Like
outfit.
really heavy garments. May as well be wearing like a dress made of sofa cushions.
There's an image.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I shall concede to you, sir.
Yes.
So that is
There
a
we go.
valuable episode for you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Awesome. I feel great. I feel really, really good.
You do look genuinely quite
Um,
happy about that victory, mate.
And if you at home want to feel great, we've got some competition news.
Oh, that was a beautiful segue into
Thank
the
you.
competition.
So, first of all, let's congratulate our winners from last week. So your photos will be going up on our website.
They're very good photos, to be fair.
And all of our outlets. So well done to Lizzie Horn.
Yes,
for some
congratulations.
absolutely sublime
That was some,
photoshopping skills
Excellent
of
work.
duck horse hybrids.
it was remarkable,
And,
remarkable.
yeah, well done to my mum.
Your
as
mum
well
won, she got involved,
for
didn't she?
sending us a photo of a duck that I had absolutely no way in orchestrating of telling her you should take a photo of that duck and send it to us for our podcast.
Yeah,
But no, she did follow it up with a
cracking one.
yeah, like a horse duck,
A
rubber
horse
duck,
duck, yeah.
which is I think we need to once we've ploughed through the rest of
We
the
need to
duck bucket,
invest in them, don't we? I
Yeah.
think,
needs to be sorted out.
It has to be said, though, your mother's victory has now put an immense amount of pressure on my mum to follow suit for next month.
Very true, very true. So yeah, well done to those winners.
Yes,
You'll have
A signed duck.
on your way to you.
Yes.
And if you'd like to win a duck, how can they win one, Nathan?
So we need you to take a picture of a duck, a horse, or both. And it can be, as we discussed last month, it can be something duck themed or horse themed, so like a clothes horse,
Toilet
toilet
duck.
duck, etc. And we need them to we need you, sorry, not them. We need you to send that picture to us. You can tweet it to us at DSH Podcast. Put it on our Facebook page, Duck-Sized Horses. You can email us at ducksizedhorsespodcast@gmail.com or post it on our website. I think you can post it on our website. I'm looking at Jack.
No, not quite, but
Not quite, but yeah.
the other ways.
The other ways, yeah. But you can just visit our website,
Yes.
which is www.ducksizedhorsespodcast.com, and you can win yourself a signed rubber duck if you do that.
Mm-hmm. Get sending them in.
Exactly.
We look forward to seeing them as always, and
We do.
We look forward to hearing your feedback as well, which has all been really lovely.
Yes, you've been very positive about it.
Some quick sort of shout outs before we go. Thanks to everybody at the Brit Pod Scene
Absolutely, yep.
movement as well for once again having us on board for another episode. Thanks to I'm sure he has absolutely no idea, but thanks to Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, thanks Neil deGrasse
for his input in this episode.
That means a lot, I'm sure.
Yeah, very very lovely. He does a podcast called Star Talk Radio.
Does he? There you are. A little
There you
shout
go.
out for that.
Little one for that, and big thanks to the UK Business Insider website that we just watched that
Yeah.
video on.
Thank you to them.
So yeah, big props.
Yes.
But until then,
Get in touch with us as well.
yes,
For your questions, send your questions
Yes.
in to us for the next month's episode, because if we pick your question, we'll give you a duck, won't we? I think
We
that
will.
was the
indeed.
rule now. So how can people get in touch with us, Jack?
In all of the ways
Shall I
you've
just ping over the bit of paper with our...
I'm gonna say head to our website ducksizedhorsespodcast.com. All of the details are on there. Again, love to hear from you.
Absolutely, we
and
really do.
Thank you so much for tuning into episode 6.
Thank you. We're off
bring
to
on episode
1517, aren't we now?
This podcast is part of Brit Pod Scene, an independent network of uniquely British podcasts that's always growing. Check out BritPodScene.com or BritPodScene on Twitter to find out more.